Oh, hello everybody. ITHive.org live tech show. Sorry for the delay. Had some technical issues, not sure what's going on, but for some reason Facebook on my laptop doesn't recognize my camera, and Facebook on my phone also crashed several times. So, thinking maybe a Facebook issue. So today we're coming to you from Peterborough, Ontario. Just on a bit of a road show, a road trip, sorry. And anyway, it's a reminder when you're traveling, just a couple of things, and I've noticed it here. Not all networks are secure, and not everybody puts these things up correctly. And the thing that you should be aware of, and there's a very simple test to check this. When you're in a public environment like a hotel or even a Tim Hortons or anything, I can't say I haven't tested Tim Hortons recently, but if that public network is not set up properly, others might be able to access your device. And if your device is not set up properly to work in that public space, you could be vulnerable. You could have people sniffing around on your computer and you wouldn't even know it. Even like taking files and stuff from you. So it's something that we should all be aware of. We're all connected. We have the convenience and everything, but you have to check things out. So, maybe we'll do a little bit of a live demonstration here. Let me just get something set up here because I'm using my phone. So we'll see how that works. And let's just have a look here. Just go into my laptop, and I'm just going to check the hotel here and see what's going on. I had noticed some stuff before. So it looks like this network is not secured. And so I'll just show you this quickly here. So that's the network on the public at the hotel we're staying at right now. And you can see that I can see other devices. I'm not going to do this because it would be extremely rude. But I could tap into these devices and potentially access information on them. I shouldn't see anybody else but myself. If this network was set up properly, I should see nobody there. It's clearly not. So, having said that, and I'll just flip back to me. So that's kind of important, right? To distinguish that effect, and and we see this all the time, right? Typically a hotel or a restaurant or so, they do these things without the guidance of an IT professional to save money, or just because hey, you can just plug the stuff in and it works. Or buy something from Best Buy and say, oh, pop it up and it works, but you don't know the risks that are encountered for you. So I would do that test, right? The other thing to check and make sure is that your device understands that it's on a public network, right? And that your settings are set properly, that when you're on a public network, nobody can access anything that is shared on your computer. And that's, really, really important. So it's the way it is. That's the way things are. Can't do much about that. Anyway, enough ranting about that. The other thing I want to say, and I should have said at the beginning, Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. Sorry I'm not wearing green. I kind of had an oversight on St. Patrick's Day, but yeah, No green with me today. What else can we talk about? I have to apologize. I'm a little bit a little bit less prepared today. I do like to do these things kind of on the fly and just make it a more of a discussion-like thing. But got delayed a little with what was happening with Facebook and accessing camera on my laptop. So kind of at a loss. I had some thoughts. I think one thing that I wanted to mention was that I've encountered a few people this week that were getting help, technical help from either a relative, actually, in all cases, a relative, right? And they were in good hands, and that's fine and that's fair. But one thing that I think that we need to all get to another level here is that for me, I was, so I've said this before, even though I'm a tech and I can handle everything myself, all the services that I offer my clients, I have on my own technology. And so why do I do that? Why do I have that cost for myself? Well, there's a couple of reasons. I want to know firsthand the experience my customer is having. And the only way to do that is to use what I'm selling, right? That just makes sense, right? The other thing, too, is that the monitoring tools and the antivirus product that reports back its health status and all that, and the backup software that also does the same thing, I want to know if my own stuff isn't working. And I want to know that in real time. Just like I do with my customers, if they have a failure, right, we're on it. We're not waiting for that failure or that little problem to snowball into a bigger event. Doing this for 25 years, and I've seen lots of disasters, and in all cases, in most cases, I can't say all, but in most cases, had the issue been dealt with when it was small or when things were set up or when it first occurred, you would deal with it and never have a problem. But, it is what it is. So, but that's why I use my own stuff, because I want to know if there's going to be something disastrous happening. A computer's not necessarily going to tell you that it's sick or it has an issue. It just keeps on working, and it might show itself in other ways, but it might be a little slower, or a little message pops up and you just click or ignore it and you can continue on and work. And unfortunately, that's how people look at things. So but eventually it will catch up and you'll have an issue. So anyway, is there something else we should address? I don't even have a timer on this. So this is my first time doing this show from my phone, so I usually try and keep it at 15 minutes, and I'm not sure. Oh, okay, I think we still have time based on other things. So, there was something else I had on my mind that I wanted to talk about, and I can't recall. I'm having a little bit of a tougher time today with this, just being out of the office and whatnot. So maybe I will just end it there. And just to recap, when traveling, check the network, see if you can see other devices, and if you can, make sure you should always make sure your computer's set up properly for traveling, and that you can handle public networks properly, and whatnot. It's so important. So anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Sorry for the lackluster show, but every Saturday at 10 I do this. We'll be a little bit better off next week, and we can work on things there. So anyway, happy St. Patrick's Day. We'll see you guys all later. All right, see you next Saturday.